yeah! This is a special A-list. You know why? Because guess what? Week 12 is all over. The bottom line is this. I got my man Club Shay here now. He ain't got us getting his tan in L.A., okay? He here in this New York weather, sucking it up with the rest of us. I got Sergeant Friday, a.k.a. Jeff Saturday, a.k.a. Sergeant Friday. He in the house, and a special guest that decided to stay here just for me. The one and only P-Mac himself, Pat McAfee in the house. Are you ready? Just keep this in mind. Only one rule. Listen fluid. Listen fluid. Let's go to number 5 on the list, please. Give it to me right now. Bam! The Miami Dolphins. Why? The most explosive offense in the National Football League as far as I'm concerned, or top 2, because I know it's another team I'm going to mention a little bit later. But the bottom line is Tyreek Hill's my MVP candidate. Tua Tagovailoa is nothing to sneeze at. Waddle's still around. Those boys can score. I understand their defense ain't the greatest in the world, but it ain't the worst. They're top 5 in the league, in the AFC East. Get the hell over it. The road to the Super Bowl in the AFC may go through South Beach. I might have to get down there for some football games. Let's go to number 4, please.
Stand at touch.
Fourth on the list. Bam! The Philadelphia Eagles. Why? You can't be the number 1 team in the National Football League. Host the game on your home turf against a team that is talking smack about you all week. Shows up to the game dressed in black for your funeral. Tells you they're going to do it. Then gets on the field, pushes you around before the game even starts, and then promptly commences to whipping your ass. That's what happened to the Philadelphia Eagles. That's why you got to go from number 1 to number 4. It's just that simple. We know they're still damn good, but you got beat down this past weekend. You're lucky you didn't drop out of my top 5. Let's go to the top 3, please.
Wow.
Bam!
Whoa.
The Baltimore Ravens. Excuse me. We're talking about Lamar Jackson. We're talking about OBJ elevating his level of play. We're talking about that kid Zay Flowers. And we're talking about a defense that has put everybody on notice. They got a bunch of rough riders. Dolphins don't have that, but they do. And they got Lamar Jackson. Excuse me, they're top 3. They just ain't top 2. Give it to me right here. Believe it! I got the Dallas Cowboys as a top 2 team in the National Football League right now because Dak is balling, because CeeDee Lamb is balling. Even Pollard is showing a pulse. Oh, by the way, the defense led by Micah Parsons, the modern-day Lawrence Taylor. Those brothers are not joking, okay? We know how prolific their offense is. Against the Eagles, Dak is averaging 38 a game. We about to get up in them this weekend. We got to give Dallas Cowboys love for the moment. It's fluid. Don't worry. It changes as the season progresses. But right now, I got them number 2. We all know who number 1 is. Give it to me right now. The San Francisco 49ers. The best team in the National Football League. Top to bottom, both sides of the football.
Okay.
You saw Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, Debo, and you know what that defense is. It's the 49ers, Cowboys, Ravens, Eagles, Dolphins. It's y'all.
All right. Today's going to be a real lot of fun because I got some serious judges here with me. But before we get this party started, the QR code is on the screen. We want you to weigh in. Give us your grade for Stephen A. We'll share those in just a bit.
Just stop bouncing, bro. Stop bouncing.
Like
a swag, let it go.
You want to go first or last?
I'll go first, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first you want to start with the delivery.
Yeah, so the delivery I thought was fantastic. And Coach Saturday's point here with the bouncing and stuff, he's been bouncing for the last 6 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Stamina, I thought he was going to gas out. Did you hear him early?
No.
Starting to get a little winded, maybe down there at the Dolphins. I'm like, oh, my God, is he about to gas out? Too much juice on this particular A-list. Delivery was phenomenal. You looked great. I'll give that an A for sure. Now, on the flip side of that, I think the Dolphins' defense has looked much better over like the last 3 weeks.
Maybe like number 1 since week 8. Maybe.
But is that a stat?
Yeah, maybe.
So,
we got excited.
Might have been a little wrong there. But I think with these 5 teams, you can't go wrong. I think even though it might be fluid and there might be some movement, I appreciate the fact that you put your pride to the side, too, and your hatred for Dak Prescott. You even gave him some love in the middle of that whole thing. You did. You're a hater. You're a hater. You're a hater. You're a hater.
I'm not a hater.
So I like what you did here. I'm giving you an A, and it was an honor to be here to watch you lose your mind through it all.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. It actually was.
I can honestly say this is your best list because we have 1 and 5 are exactly the same. The middle is where we differ. I got the Dolphins at 5. I put the Cowboys at 4. I put the Eagles at 3. I know they just lost, but they did beat the Cowboys head-to-head, and they have 1 fewer loss. I got the Ravens at 2 because I believe they're the best team, the second best team overall in all of football. So I got 49ers at 1, Ravens at 2, Eagles at 3, Cowboys at 4, Dolphins at 5. Prisoner.
Okay, wait, what was your grade? I didn't hear it, sorry.
I gave him an A.
I gave him
Okay.
This is his best one again.
This is his best
He
one.
said it last week.
No, this is the best one. This is
I'm only getting better.
to think y'all are in cahoots.
Stop.
I mean, all
Stop
y'all
it.
love each other. Like, they see my answers, and they always go together.
Oh,
like, I
please.
dominated
Why?
early on. I dominated early, and then they try to put this. By the way,
man.
look here. When you put the Cowboys on up there and just trying to troll your Cowboys, who are the Cowboys? They beat the Seahawks, barely beat the Seahawks.
Oh.
They went from off your list to number 2 on your list, and you're talking trash about the Eagles. Who, by the way, beat Miami.
What?
Beat Kansas City.
Okay. What?
Beat Buffalo.
What?
Okay. Beat all
They
those
got
teams,
boat race and they
you
look
put
tired.
them to 4.
They got boat race and they
beat
looking
the
tired.
team that you put up there.
They got boat race. They looking tired, and the list is fluid.
They played
a couple of weeks. I might change
in
that up. It's
13
fluid.
days.
It's fluid.
In 13
Okay?
days, and you put them over them.
All right.
No. Here's what you did. You went for your grade A by the nation. You know Cowboys fans were going to vote.
come
Oh,
on.
pandering.
That's not
You're
it.
pandering.
You
are a panderer.
Listen, I don't know if you know
come
this,
on,
but
Jeff.
he likes helicopter rides with the owner, too. Okay?
Oh,
there's some
Jerry's
going on.
playing.
As we get to the latter part of the season, we'll see a lot of guys getting together. A lot of relationships forged.
Especially if they have a home playoff game.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Home playoff game?
Oh, he's getting
Oh,
sweet
funny.
helicoptering from the airport.
Yes.
I know exactly how this
we get
works.
your list? What's your list? What's your list?
I know what this is. I'm putting the I told y'all this. I would put the Ravens at 5. I'd put the Dolphins at 4. I'd put the Cowboys at 3. I'd put the Eagles at 2 and the Niners at 1.
Hey, that Eagles game was bad, though.
Okay, so wait,
You gotta
I
admit.
can't
What's
put the
your
Eagles at
grade?
2 right.
It's going to be a wake-up call.
Oh, it's a C.
C.
It's a C.
That's an A. That's an A.
That's
That's
not
an
an
A.
A.
Average.
That's an A.
He's going to get an A
That's
because
A
he
list.
went to the
man.
Cowboys. You and I know how this guy works.
Come on,
man.
Yeah.
We know how he works.
I mean, I got
Jerry's got his cronies down at Jerry. Oh,
But
he put his
you do have the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
You do have the Cowboys on the list, right?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on the list. They were off the list last week. They're on the
Yeah.
but like this whole thing.
He's
the
such a
Eagles-
hater, man.
No.